It's been a long time coming. I had this big, long story to tell, because that's what Sergeant Major would have been doing if he was here, this big, long story. But regardless of the story, you would get something out of it that was going on in your life. I spent many years with Sergeant Major after he was done with the uniform. I ain't that old, but we did a lot of ball together. I was one of the few that had the honor to be the youngest Marine while he was the oldest Marine. Wow. So it was one of those moments of the retiree ball that it was phenomenal. Knowing the man, if you didn't know him, I feel sorry for you. I really do, because you missed a lot of history and a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience and just a little conversation. And there were slight words that you would learn from him, and there's a long story you learn even more from him. And when we got Project Phoenix going, we tried to give a name, and they came up with Freedom Plaza, Freedom Way. Well, I knew a guy who knew a thing about freedom, a couple things, maybe three, from the tours he had in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. And he was the epitome of freedom. He knew what it was like. He knew the sacrifices. He's been there. He stood the fight. So I think it's only honoring that he would be dedicated somehow, some way. And the story, one of his last balls he attended, and I was attending with him, I went to the system stand up. He always stood up, no matter what. Once the anthem goes and the Marines hymn go, he stood up. Even if he was in his walk or whatever, he stood up. He pushed himself up. So last ball I think that we attended together, maybe his last ball, I went over to his system. 90% he does it himself. He wasn't going to get no help. But I was there to make sure if he stumbled, I was going to grab him like he did for us so many decades. And as the national anthem was going, he stood there by himself, holding himself up with his arms and his legs. And once the Marines hymn hit, I watched him get taller. He just stood taller. He got taller. He got stronger. He got firm. And you can feel the pride just flowing out of him standing next to him. Now, a lot of people say, you see the dress blue uniform and you think Marine Corps. When I see the dress blue uniform, I think of Sergeant Major Wilburn. He made that uniform. Everything's supposed to be honor, courage, commitment. He lived his life like that. He made 29 Palms his home. And not only raised a family, but now he has a generation and another generation starting. There's a couple of them coming in right now. They're starting, so his legacy lives on almost 3 generations in 29 Palms. So like Sergeant Major, who stood tall and firm and proud of his country and his city, I believe this flagpole is going to honor him by standing tall and firm and holding Old Glory over our city. And I want to wish him a happy birthday. This is a special day. I'm glad we got to do this on his day. So I want to thank everyone coming out and supporting it. Every time you see this flag, think of Sergeant Major Wilburn and what he stood for and what he meant to our country and to our city. Because he is the fabric woven into our community. So thank you very much. Now, his daughter.
Thank you everybody for coming. My name is Sharon Erdman. My dad lived, breathed, slept the Marine Corps. Sometimes, not my dad, I was going to say Marine Corps first, family second, that was different. But he bled Marine Corps college. He would be so honored, so humbled by this today. First the gym on the base, and now this. And I know my dad, he would say, well, I didn't do anything special to deserve this. But he loved the Marine Corps. This was his month. Every time November comes, I always say, this is my dad's favorite time of the month. Balls. He's invited to guest of honor. He'd always say every year, well, I don't think I can do 6 next year. And I'm going, okay, yeah, I'll say that, Dad. And then it would be that year, he'd go to 5. The next year, no, I don't think I can go that many balls. Yeah, okay. My dad still went to at least 4 until the end. I wish he was still here to be able to see this. My 2 grandsons right there are wearing 2 of my dad's hats. And anybody, Gillick, you would know the old colors that they used to wear. Those were my dad's hats that I passed down to my grandsons. So I just want to thank everybody. Stephen, thank you for getting this going. I have to tell you, Stephen every year on Marine Corps birthday gets a piece of cake, goes to the cemetery, and has a slice of cake with my dad every year, and sends me a picture. And that means everything to me. So thank you very much, everybody. I can't tell you what this means to me and my family. Thank you.